Yo, party peeps, what is up? It's your boy, the best Gabber in the biz. Another episode of SmackDown on the road to the Elimination Chamber is officially in the books. And oh man, a lot of stuff went down, including the fact that Jacob Fatu continues to be over as hell. Guys, forget about anything that I could talk about, because there's one thing we gotta do, and let's gab about it. So let's get into it. First off, let's just talk about Jacob Fatu. Week after week, honestly, since he just came to WWE, from this get-go, we've all been impressed with Jacob Fatu. I've seen clips of him, and like, oh, also, I've seen clips of him over on the independent scene when he was a little bigger, and he's still like a dude like, I'm not messing with him in the streets. I'm not messing with him in like a back alley. No. Then he comes in, lost some weight, became even more dangerous, a lean, mean, ass-kicking machine. Bro cannot be stopped. Basically, the equation goes like this. There's, fuck around and find out. But in Jacob Fatu's world, it's murder people weekly, somehow get over. Because, dude, every week, like, Fatu. It's like, yeah, murder him. And it's like, dude, this is crazy. Like, at this point, it looks like they're just like, you know what? Bro, you're kind of getting too over. We're going to make you into a badass tweener. You're still going to do whatever you want. But you're going to, like, beat up a little more heels. Like, along the way. Beat up both kinds. Instead of just the baby face all the time. You're going to beat up both heels and faces, and you'll still get cheers for it massively. But I just absolutely love it. Like, I've said it before. You got guys like Braun Breaker who they're pushing to the moon right now. Carmelo Hayes, who they should be pushing to the moon right now. Two guys, certified future faces of WWE. But they have the easiest layup to just be like, yo, Roman, when your time is up, just slide right over to Jacob Fatu. Honestly, the transition would be so easy and seamless like that. We would just be like, we wouldn't even really notice when it happened, but we'd be like all along for the ride. And it starts with Jacob Fatu. He's going to freaking finally turn on Solo because he's going to be tired of Solo shit. He's already was tired of it tonight because he's like, bro, where you been? And then he saw him spike friggin' Tamatanga. Yeah. And he was like, what did you just do? What did you just do? And I just can't wait for it. I can't wait for it. He's all like, Jacob, I love you. And for the first time, it's going to hit so hard when it happens. He's going to be like, I hate you, Solo. Cinema. Guys, speaking of people that are going to die, let's talk about Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. It looks to be official. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens at Elimination Chamber. I don't think this is going to be an actual match. I think this is going to be a fight. I've seen the people like, oh, Randy comes back, and then we get Randy versus KO and Cross versus Sami at Mania. I'm like, look, no disrespect to Cross. It does feel like he's finally getting to his groove a little bit. But Sami versus Cross is not a WrestleMania level match. It's not. It's like, and Sami A would win that match, but it's not like that's a Monday Night Raw match. That's a SmackDown match. That's a weekly TV match. Look what Zayn's been doing the last 2 years, main eventing WrestleMania, beating Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship, and you know that within the next year he's going to be world champion. So put him against Cross on WrestleMania, it's like, dude, no. And honestly, he's about to shift over to SmackDown, and Cross is on Raw. Like this is not going to be a thing. If you want to do that, like a little bit post-Mania to like give Zayn something to do, because like he needs. Some people are like, oh, he wins the 2026 Royal Rumble, and I'm like, I'm fine with that, but you gotta give him something to do for a little while, like before we freaking get there. So I don't mind if they want to do that little mini feud, like, or something after Mania, like they both end up on the same brand, like SmackDown. Cross gets drafted over, like, but no, dude, I'm like, that's stupid. I really think they're going to just KO's going to show up in Canada, call out Sami, and they just brawl all over the place, kick each other's asses. And then it's like, it gets to a point like where these two are like just destroying everything and beating each other's ass, and then like it comes to the SmackDown afterwards, and it's like, this needs to end. It's going way too far. Before we even let it get even further, we're gonna settle it. Sami, Kevin, you're both getting locked inside hell in a cell at WrestleMania, and that is where the feud will end. And now, yes, does that in some cases mean Randy potentially misses WrestleMania? Yeah, but they're not gonna have Sami fight Cross. That's like, y'all are thinking so much. Oh, Randy KO. I'm like, you can't leave Sami out of that. Like, Sami should not just be fighting Cross. That's not a WrestleMania level match. It's not. You can like Cross all you want. I like him too, but that's not a WrestleMania level match. That's literally a weekly Raw or SmackDown match. So what's going to happen is what I said. Zayn and KO are going to go to the chamber, just beat each other's asses, because Zayn is not cleared. He's not cleared. He's not going to be cleared by Elimination Chamber. KO said, cleared or not, we're just going to fight. That's why they didn't post a graphic. They're going to just show up at the chamber, kick each other's asses, and then leave. And then we get WrestleMania 41, Zayn KO inside Hell in a Cell. Zayn wins, begins like his chase for the WWE Championship, which actually will conclude in him finally becoming a world champion and having a great reign. But that's how it's going to go, people. So don't get it twisted. Sami Zayn KO is going to happen at Mania. It's time for this rivalry to take a first-class trip straight to hell. Guys, let's talk about the United States Championship. We can all agree Shinsuke Nakamura never should have thrown LA Knight in the first place. He shouldn't have. They fooled us with the cool, intro and, gimmick of, oh, this Nakamura may be different. Maybe they actually have something for him. This entrance is insane. Got fooled. We did. Bamboozled. Schmucked. Tricked. Straight up. And it is what it is. And it looks like they're honestly just about to put the title back on LA Knight, which I don't hate. I don't. I've seen some people be maybe pivot to Drew versus McIntyre versus Knight. Yeah. Instead of McIntyre Priest. And I wouldn't be upset about that because they were having a good little, social media spat. But I feel like it's just better to just give LA Knight the title back. I mean, unless they want to want to run like Jimmy taking the title off of friggin' Shinsuke at Mania, which honestly, the way I would do it now is just LA Knight wins back the United States Championship. We can honestly maybe then just do either LA Knight versus Melo at WrestleMania. Melo wins, and then he could drop it to Jimmy, maybe after 3 months, or we can just do straight up a triple threat at Mania. I know we've done a triple threat with LA Knight and Melo before, but hear me out. We do Melo, Jimmy, and LA Knight all going for the championship. Melo wins by pinning Jimmy. LA Knight says he didn't get pinned. That's how they keep fighting. And then again, in 3 months, Jimmy wins the United States Championship. And we're good. And then at the same time, we can have Jimmy as the U.S. champion and Jay as the world champion for a little bit. I feel like this is just a better thing for LA Knight to win back the United States Championship. Shinsuke has just been pointless with it. This is the third time he's been the United States champion, and the third time that this U.S. title reign does not mean a damn thing. So WWE, whether it's a pivot, whether it's just, or whether it was always the plan, it really doesn't matter. We don't care. Give back the megastar his United States Championship, and we can hear once again on the mic with everybody saying and new two-time United States champion L.A. Knight. Yeah. Okay, you guys, that is SmackDown. We are done. Put it in the rearview mirror. We are done. God, February is a very love-filled month for pro wrestling. I hope you all have a happy Valentine's Day. Watching people kick each other's teeth in, because that main event was super dope. Just meat fest. Absolutely cannot get enough of it. Tomorrow's Grand Slam Australia is going to be awesome, and that is going to lead into an awesome Revolution. And then after that, we're going to start building for a tight Dynasty pay-per-view in Philly. Your boy's going to go, and it's going to be peak. I cannot wait. But on the flip side of the coin, we got more built to Elimination Chamber. We got Rollins versus Balor once again. And it's going to be the exact same result it's been pretty much every single time since SummerSlam 2016. And that is Seth Rollins beating Finn Balor to go on to the Chamber. We're going to continue to build more of Jake versus Gunther for WrestleMania. Like I said, Zayn and KO are going to build their personal beef, which will take place inside Hell in a Cell. And thankfully, Charlotte finally made her decision on who she's fighting in Mania, though I did not expect Tiffany and Trish to team up in 2025. But whatever. I guess it works. Guys, you're not going to miss any of these shows going down. You're certainly not going to want to miss what your boy, the best guy in the biz, has to say afterwards. We're on the best stretch of the year, because this is a great time of the year for both companies, and we'll still do great stuff both afterwards on live TV every week and on pay-per-views. But the road to WrestleMania and road to shows like friggin' Revolution and Dynasty are at. AEW seems to maybe be winning that war a little bit, but both are going to be absolutely incredible. So, guys, hope you enjoyed SmackDown tonight, but it's time to move on. So, deuces, and I will see you guys after Raw this Monday to see who else qualifies and gets the last spots in the Elimination Chamber matches. So, go on, get out of here. I'm done. Solo, you're screwed.